Rodney was born into a world bathed in extraordinary light. It was a world where men could fly and women could control the weather. It was a world of superhumans. But Rodney was different. He was born without any powers. People called him ordinary, powerless. It made him feel small, insignificant.
But I had a secret, a burning desire in my heart. I didn't want to be ordinary. I wanted to be like my hero, the amazing Blue Magic. I believed that even without powers, I could be a hero. I just needed a chance to prove myself.
Every day Rodney trained. He ran until his lungs burned and lifted heavy objects until his muscles ached. He studied martial arts and learned how to fight. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined. He wouldn't let his lack of powers define him. He would become a hero, just like Blue Magic. Blue Magic was everything Rodney wanted to be. He was strong and brave, always ready to help those in need. His powers were incredible. He could shoot beams of pure energy and create force fields to protect the innocent. But more than his powers, it was Blue Magic's heart that inspired Rodney.
It's not about the powers you have, but the choices you make.
These words echoed in Rodney's mind. He believed them with all his might. He knew that true strength came from within, from courage and kindness, and those were qualities he possessed in abundance. Rodney followed Blue Magic's every move. He read every comic book, watched every news report. He knew everything about his hero, from his origin story to his favorite catchphrase. Blue Magic was more than just a hero to Rodney. He was a symbol of hope. He was proof that even in a world of extraordinary beings, an ordinary person could make a difference. One day a shadow fell upon the city. A spaceship, sleek and menacing, descended from the sky. Out of it emerged the Alien King, a fearsome being of immense power. He had come to conquer Earth. Blue Magic, ever the hero, was the first to respond. He soared into the sky, ready to defend his city, his planet. The battle was fierce. Blue Magic fought with all his might, his energy blasts lighting up the sky, but the Alien King was too strong. He unleashed a blast of cosmic energy, striking Blue Magic with devastating force.
Laughs menacingly.
Rodney watched in horror from the ground. He could only stare in disbelief as his hero, the mighty Blue Magic, fell from the sky. The city held its breath. People watched, tears in their eyes, as Blue Magic crashed to the ground. The impact shook the very foundation of the city. Rodney felt a pang in his chest, a wave of despair washing over him. His hero, his idol, was gone. Grief threatened to consume Rodney. He had never felt so lost, so helpless. But then he remembered Blue Magic's words.
It's not about the powers you have, but the choices you make.
Rodney knew what he had to do. He had to fight. He had to honor Blue Magic's legacy. As he ran towards the battle, something incredible happened. A surge of energy coursed through Rodney's veins. He felt a power he had never known, raw and untamed. It crackled around him, forming a visible aura of pure energy. He had powers.
I'd become a conduit of pure static energy. I could feel it thrumming within me, responding to my every thought. I called it Static Smash.
With newfound power surging through him, Rodney charged into battle. He had never faced anything like this before, but fear had no place in his heart. He was fighting for his hero, for his city, for his world. The Alien King, surprised by this sudden surge of energy, turned to face his new opponent.
You, a mere insect, dare challenge me?
I may be an insect, but I will sting like 1,000 suns.
The Alien King laughed, a booming sound that echoed through the city. But Rodney stood his ground, his small frame radiating with the power of Static Smash. The battle raged. Rodney, fueled by grief and determination, fought with a ferocity he never knew he possessed. He unleashed bolts of static energy, each one crackling with the might of a thunderstorm. The Alien King, caught off guard by Rodney's raw power, stumbled. He had underestimated the strength of this seemingly ordinary boy. Rodney continued his assault, pushing his powers to their limit. He moved with a speed he had never known, dodging the Alien King's attacks with surprising agility. He was fighting for Blue Magic, for the hope he represented, and slowly but surely, he began to turn the tide of the battle. The Alien King, wounded and enraged, prepared for a final, desperate attack. He gathered all his remaining energy, focusing it into a single, devastating blast. Rodney knew he couldn't dodge this one. He had to meet it head-on. Taking a deep breath, he focused all his energy, his grief, his determination into his hands.
With a mighty roar, Rodney unleashed a surge of static energy unlike anything he had ever produced.
It collided with the alien king's blast in a blinding flash of light and sound. The city shook. The force of the impact sent shockwaves rippling through the air, and then silence. As the dust settled, the city gasped. The alien king lay defeated, his body smoking, his energy depleted. Rodney stood triumphant, battered but unbroken. He had won. He had defeated the alien king and saved his city. The city erupted in cheers. Rodney, the powerless boy, had become their savior. He was their static smash. In the aftermath of the battle, Rodney dedicated his life to protecting the city. He honed his powers, learning to control the immense energy that flowed through him. He became the hero he always dreamed of being, a symbol of hope for the powerless. Years passed. The city rebuilt, stronger than before. The memory of Blue Magic lived on, his sacrifice forever etched in the hearts of the people. And Rodney? He continued to protect them, a silent guardian, a watchful protector. He never forgot the hero who inspired him, the hero who taught him that true strength came not from powers, but from the choices one made. Rodney knew he could never replace Blue Magic, but he could honor his legacy by protecting the city they both loved. He made it his mission to live up to the ideals Blue Magic embodied: courage, kindness, and unwavering hope. One day, as Rodney stood before a newly erected statue of Blue Magic, a familiar chill ran down his spine. The sky darkened, the air grew heavy. A shadow fell upon the city, casting an ominous pall over the celebration of Blue Magic's life. A spaceship, sleek and menacing, descended from the sky. Rodney felt a surge of dread. This was no ordinary ship. He knew that design, that menacing aura. It was the alien king. He had returned, stronger than before, seeking revenge. Rodney stared up at the sky, his heart pounding in his chest. He knew what he had to do. He had to face his fears, confront his past, and protect his city once more. The battle was about to begin. Rodney, the once powerless boy, now stood as the city's shield, ready to face the darkness and protect the legacy of the hero who had inspired him to become Static Smash.